Good evening. Welcome to Damage Does D&D. We're back with the Elusive Tide, episode 7. 7. Wow, 7. So, without further ado, I believe we were on an island, possibly. I don't know these things. I can't remember anything. Nor can my character. So, yeah, Jade, take it away.
So, last we left off, you had just fought off the terrifying snakes that had attacked the Elusive Tide relatively easily. Klein was able to claim some of their scales before shoving the one last head off of the edge of the ship, and you set sail once again. As you did so, various things got done that I do not remember, because my brain is just a sponge at the moment. I know Phineas got some things sorted in his book, with his new book.
Phineas read a lot.
Yeah, Phineas read a lot, I believe. Quarantine relaxed and rested after getting quite seriously injured. Aldris was properly introduced to the helm of the ship, and Balkin did a bulk of cooking specifically for the captain.
We nearly got hit by the island.
Yes, as you continued sailing, an island rose up right beneath the boat. After some intense few seconds, you're able to steer the boat clear, and you then set onto the island to investigate it. And if we could get the Roll20 showing.
I was there ready for it.
So, scroll up just a little bit so I can kind of show you where you've been so far. This beach in the top up here was where you landed and arranged. You passed through the kind of rocky crags out to this area here. I had the ruins and suspicious-looking water pools you saw here. And then you eventually arrived into this little passage down here, where you saw several pillars, some murals, and a statue that looked very much like Lack. And Kirkan also inquired and asked the seaweed hanging out on the rocks, chilling, about the area, and it mentioned that some strange black hooded figures passed through, and this led you to descriptions of the cult of the Grand Hollow. And this is where we're going to pick up. So, you're all in this shallow passage.
I'll launch back up into the air after coming down to look at that statue.
Yep. I'm not going to reveal. I just need to figure out where I can.
I'll only go sort of 20 feet up, 30 feet up, just sort of hovering overhead, looking around, making sure there's nothing.
Okay. Give me a perception check for me then, Lack.
Roger. That's 25.
25. With 20 feet up, you're just hovering above these rocks. I've changed my ping to red so that you can see it. You can see a large stone building around here.
Okay.
It stands out quite significantly. It's a large square stone building. You also see a couple of buildings along here, further down. You can also see some large, looks like stone statues in this area as well. And that's all you can really see, because the stone building in that middle section blocks your view.
Nothing moving or anything.
No, not to your vision at all.
Captain, there's buildings to the west, east, that way. Depends which way we're pointing. I
Yes.
don't know if it's north. No,
We'll just go east.
north, east, and southeast.
Lack, do we need to get you a compass?
No, they're all over the place. If you follow this path, I think maybe they will get us there.
Yes.
Well, let's keep moving then.
Okay.
Righto.
Can move your tokens. So, as you,
How tight is that there?
it's a bit of a squeeze. You have to go one by one. Hold on, I just want to.
Phew.
If I can do this cleverly. Reveal big chunks like that. So, Klein, as you kind of round the corner,
Mhm.
Let me just get this set. I'm gonna have to do this a couple of times, so you'll have to excuse me. Just bugger. Hang on. Fuck. Hang on. Ah,
Look, don't look!
Not looking.
I'm not supposed to be able to see in there. Yeah, hang on. Just getting used to the tools, as it were.
Okay.
Not supposed
no
to be able
worries.
to see what.
What can we not see?
Exactly. It's
Well,
just
from
a
us
little
here,
bit.
there's a cow in the way, so you'll be able to see
What?
anything anyway.
Yeah.
What's the light? What's the light like as we move through here?
It's pretty light. It's kind of like midday-ish. I'd suggest. I don't remember what time it actually was last session, but I don't keep track of paltry things like that.
Time is to weird soup.
Yes, precisely. So I'll say that you guys can see kind of all around there. Just clear out this section on the rocks as well. So you can see a couple of buildings starting to appear, as if by magic.
At this point, I would have flown sort of down here, round here,
Yeah.
like this, just clearing the area at the level of the top of the rocks,
Okay.
and sort of made it to maybe here.
As you kind of fly around, you get to there.
Stealthily, of course.
Yeah, roll a stealth check for me.
I believe I still have detect magic up.
Okay. What's the radius on that? Is it 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
28 on the stealth check.
What have I?
Ooh.
Oh,
Hold on. What have I done here?
there you go.
There
That's
you go.
better.
Don't do that again. Whatever that
You're
was.
on the wrong layer, Jay, I think.
I was on the map and background layer. Sorry. Okay, so let me just. Sorry, I was trying to select quarantine to put the aura back on. Oh, thank you very much.
It's only
So, yeah.
visible to you. It's not visible to everybody else.
Okay, yeah. So you're not picking up anything at the moment. Lack, as you go round, you can see a glow coming from inside this building. I might as well just.
What sort of glow do I see?
It's kind of blue, slightly magical.
Is there anything on these pillars? Any
Um,
writings again? Any iconography or anything?
No, I will retcon. There wasn't actually any writing on that stone. That's why I was getting a bit confused.
Cool. Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty much.
Okay, I'll fly back around this way and then get back to within 30 feet of the captain, which is about here, so I can message him. Say,
Okay.
"Captain, there's a building with something blue glow thing. Door is on the other side."
I can't see anything in the moment, Lack. I'll be with you shortly. If people could keep moving.
I assume the statue we saw before was
Quarantine.
magical.
I think he means
No,
you.
statue wasn't. Quarantine, you get a ping of strong abjuration magic coming from in here.
Yeah, I can feel magic.
That would probably be the blue glow.
What?
Indeed.
Are there actually scully bobs there?
Yes.
PM?
So, Quarantine, as you step forward, you see a skeleton slightly buried in the sand. Looks-
Any visible, as in sort of like from the skull or anything, of what creature or race it could be?
Make a medicine or a nature check for me, please.
Back on to the
Quick
other
question,
sheet.
DM, what's that?
What's what? That's another statue, similar to the one you just found.
It's another little buzzy,
Another
buzzy
Zopteran.
guy. Right.
Yes. Yes.
No, nothing. It's 4. I have
4.
no idea.
It's all dude.
Yeah.
That's all you can really tell. The skeleton is quite large.
Big dead.
Yes.
I'll
I just want to go back here for a bit. Is there anybody following us?
Make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. Come on, D&D Beyond. Behave. Natural 1.
Oh, God.
No, there's nobody
Again.
following you. There is nobody following you. You're
Time
perfectly
to
safe
forget
here.
the birthday dice.
That's it. Yeah, I'm switching.
Should we have a look inside, Captain?
Wait, Quarantine, you said you felt some magic.
Yes, abjuration magic.
Right.
It's okay,
Is that
Captain. I've checked. There's nobody following us.
Remind me, is abjuration, is that the protective one?
Yes. Protective shielding.
I would hazard a guess that it's some kind of protective magic,
Yes, I would agree.
but I will have a look closer.
Yes.
I'm
You do-
alighted on top of the rocks there, and I've just drawn my crossbow and holding an action to shoot anything if it comes near us, or shows aggression or attacks anyone or anything like that.
Okay. I will say in the center of the map, I'm just revealing something you can see. This is the large stone structure that Lack was able to see earlier.
Okay.
So, Quarantine, as you approach the entrance, you can see that this building is kind of made of like large slabs of greyish marble. Inside, you see what looks like a runic circle, similar to the one you saw earlier, previous beach, but this one is glowing with magic, even though part of it has been broken.
I can take a closer look at it, but it will take some time, Captain.
Best to take the time and be safe.
I will take out my monocular of identification
Okay.
and begin identifying it.
Okay. So that'll take 10 minutes. Your detect magic will... Detect magic is 10 or an hour?
I will check.
Check that for me.
Normally.
What's everyone
10
else doing?
minutes.
Yeah,
10
I'm just
minutes.
wander around these pillars again and just
Okay.
sort of like have a bit of a look.
Klein, as you're kind of wandering around, you get a clearer view of that structure in the middle and a section of water out and beyond. And I'll also just, as you're kind of walking, you start to see even more ruins of what looks like these large stone statues that are slightly broken, kind of slightly buried in the sand and lying on their side, or one of them's kind of leaning forwards on top of the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Are they...
You also see
Sorry.
You also see a couple of dead bodies lying around wearing black robes.
Fresh dead bodies.
Relatively fresh, yes. Kirk and Iolus, as you two kind of go into that building, you come across another skeleton lying in a stone bed. It's been smashed.
Do you see that, Aldous?
I do.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine. You can do that whenever you want. What was it you did? I can't remember. This would be one of those Grand Hollow fellows, I suppose.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Let's. I'm going to go in for a closer look.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk up. Has this fellow been dead for a while? For days?
Make an investigation or a medicine check.
Okay.
It's your choice. And I just want to check something on my own notes.
I'm going to go with medicine because it's slightly better. Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Rolling a normal dice. I rolled a 4. I've got a +4. 8. It's a body.
Still slightly better than last
Definitely
time.
dead. Definitely dead.
Just
yes.
FYI, PM, if you
No,
don't
it's
want us
fine.
to see it, we can see your measurement marker.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just checking stuff. You don't need to worry about that.
No, I'm just letting you know, just in case you didn't want us to.
No, I'm aware.
Yes, this is
Karen,
absolutely
so-
a dead body. I can tell you that for certain.
Yeah,
Are you touching the body to inspect it?
I'm doing a
I was
medicine
gonna
check, so yes.
Okay.
Poking
As okay, we'll just get that out of the moment. Quarantine. You finish your identify with the monocular. This is a warding room. It's built to power a protection, a protective kind of barrier somewhere. You suspect that it's not the only one, and that the barrier is somewhat weaker by the damage that this rune has sustained, but it is still holding.
I think,
So-
Captain, that it's a protective rune to keep a barrier up. While this one is damaged, I don't believe it's the only one. But whether or not we want the barrier to fall is a different question.
That's
So-
a very good question.
As this is happening, Aldris, suddenly the body kind of convulses
Ah,
and shakes, and the head rises, and kind of its hand just kind of claws at you.
oh,
And I'd like you to roll initiative for me, please.
hello.
And me as well, as I'm right there?
Yeah, I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me,
Oh,
please.
okay.
That's better. I rolled a 17, but I've got -1, so 16.
Okay. So I will just get to that in just one moment. Right. Yeah, that's cool.
So that's
So what I will do in just a moment.
I've made another friend. How fantastic.
And as you do that, a couple more
Ah,
of these bodies start to convulse and move and
more
shift.
friends. Fantastic.
I'll just do that.
Captain, did you want an undead army? I think I found one.
Okay. So, it's adding your guys' initiative if you roll it on the sheet. That's fantastic. Okay, Ilis,
13.
13. Klein,
14.
14. Aldris,
16.
16. Very nice. Vulcan,
10.
10. And Kirken,
12.
12. Okay. So, Phineas, as you're kind of
Do we not?
Do the rest of them not rolling initiative?
did you guys roll initiative on the sheet, yeah?
Yeah.
Phineas, you rolled 22, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realise you picked that up.
The
Yeah, but
the
we
combat
can't
the
see that.
yeah, sorry. The initiative tracker rolls automatically. Phineas got 22, Black got 13, and Quarantine also rolled on it, got 10.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I'm
fine.
able
I
to
just
see
was
that. Apologies. I didn't.
confused.
Yeah, I can't see the initiative tracker, so.
So,
I think it's in D&D Beyond, not in Roll20.
yeah, it's D&D Beyond.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we wouldn't see that.
Yeah, I use the D&D Beyond one because I've got all my stat blocks and stuff on there.
Cool.
Okay, so, Phineas, you're up first. You hear Klein and Aldris calling out.
I will. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can see him through there, so I'll pop round that corner. Can I see from there?
Yes, you can. You can also see a couple more bodies beginning to rise over here. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will, in that case, as I come round the corner, instinctively just pull a tentacle out of the ground over. Actually, I can move my thingy. Just. Oops, wrong thing. Pull that over there. And that will strike at whatever that thing is.
Strike against that one. Okay. Roll the attack.
16.
That hits. Roll your damage.
12 points of cold damage.
Oof. Nice big hit. The tentacle slaps it, and the body starts to convulse even more. This large bloody wound on its chest starting to kind of wriggle.
It just pulls out of the ground slightly, looks at the thing, and then goes.
Love it.
And that's an action, but a class feature, not a spell. So I can also spell. Just read this. Yeah. Well. Oh! I was going to do that, wasn't I? Right. Cool. So after I've pulled that out, I'm then gonna whip round to the other side.
Yeah.
Where do I? 90 feet. Fine. That definitely can reach. And I'm going to pull it in my little fey friend.
Okay. Is that a bonus action to command, or is the tentacle?
It comes in on my initiative, so it's its own separate.
So the spell to summon the Fae, I assume that's like
The spell is an action to summon the spell.
action, and then your tentacle's a bonus action. Okay, cool. That's just what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that is going to come in feeling tricksy.
Woo!
What have I done?
You're saying all the right things for a young child
That's
brain here,
like
Martin. I'm going to
dedication
pull out my
to the-
tentacle, pull this in.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Fid.
Bit of tentacle love.
So,
In a
God,
slightly
thank you.
different.
call in your Fae Spirit. So it would now be your Fae Spirit's turn, if that's your turn.
Now their turn. So they will. Yeah, they sort of. I wasn't really doing this last time, but a little bit more. I'm going to teleport because they just
Okay.
teleport. Boom, and it's just going to move around a bit. And as it does that, as it reappears, there's this puff of smoke, and it's
Okay.
just sat in this little spot of darkness. Just that
Okay.
5-foot cube that it occupies.
That's interesting.
Okay, cool.
If I can fill a 5-foot cube within 5 feet of it with magical darkness, it lasts until the end of its next turn.
Is it being emo?
Yes, it's feeling emo, apparently. And then it will have a swing. I can't roll that on here, so it will short sword that thing. It's my so 18 to hit on that one.
18. Yeah, that hits.
It takes 8 points of piercing and 2 points of force.
8 points of piercing and 2 points of force. Very nice.
I will combine those if you don't need them separating.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about it for those. Okay.
Okay.
So that's Phineas's turn. So this one gets up and kind of, after being hit by the tentacle, kind of convulses a bit. And those of you that can see, especially Iolus, you watch as something bursts out of its chest and lands in the sand next to it. This small little white worm with a bloody toothed maw on front of it.
Ew.
And the figure kind of staggers a little bit, unsure what to do. And then Aldris, Klein, you see another figure like this step out, and again, another worm spit out and land in the sand next to it. And then they take.
Aha!
Oh, come and gone.
There he was gone.
He's just teasing us.
So that's their turns. Aldris, it is your go.
My go, huh? Right.
I'm just what to do.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is turn to Klein and go, so it looks like we've got some friends to play with.
We do indeed. Let's go.
And I'm gonna step towards this one. Well, I will do if I get the right button. I'm just gonna step towards that one.
Yeah.
And I use my channel divinity to turn undead.
Okay. What's the radius on that for me, please?
The radius is 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
And anything below, I don't think it is going to be below a CR2, will get instantly destroyed if it fails
If they fail.
the roll.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, and I need to make 3 of these. So, for the one right next to you, that's a 17.
That passes.
Okay. The one by the tentacle, that is, hang on, that's a 13.
That fails.
Okay. And then the one that's just appeared around the corner, that's a 4.
That definitely fails.
Okay.
So the ones that
So,
fail must spend their turns trying to move far away from me as it can. And it can't willingly move to
instead,
space within 30 feet, or if they're below CR half.
CR half, you say?
Yeah, I think it is. If I look at
Yeah, it is.
yeah, CR half because I'm
below
level
it.
5. So
Yep.
Okay.
if it's them, then I doubt that they are, but they instantly die.
Okay. So, we will go for that as to show that they are now turned. They have to use their movement to get as far away from you as possible. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They can't. They have to move. They can't willingly move to within 30 feet of me. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move,
Okay.
it will take the dodge action.
Okay. Anything else from you, Aldris?
Well, that's my channel divinity. So I think what I'll do then is I will Word of Radiance the one in front of me. So
Hey, is that a bonus? Is your channel divinity in action?
Actually, is channel divinity? I think it is actually. Let me have a double check on that. Sorry.
It is, yeah. Because I've been looking at the same thing.
Yeah. it is an action. Yes, sorry. So
you've
bonus
still got your bonus
action.
action there.
No, I'm good. Bonus action is 2-weapon fighting, and I haven't done any fighting yet, so that'll be me.
Okay, so
But
that's Aldris's turn.
pretty good, I thought.
Klein, you're up.
Oh, right. I don't know what to do. There's so many things.
Hit one of them.
And he's going to. It's the tentacles there, the fairies there. So he's going to move round to this one, and just. Come down with the trident on it.
Sure.
Try
Roll
and
your attack.
stab it.
Roll your attacks.
The attack for that is 18.
18, that hits.
Yeah. So give 2 seconds. Yeah. And where is it? So that is for the first one is 8 damage, piercing damage,
8
magical.
points of piercing damage. Very nice.
If it's still about,
Yep.
yeah, other one, yeah, that's one better, 19
Yep, that still hits.
for that. No, that would have been 20. Sorry, no. What did I say for the first damage? 8 would have been 10. No, it wouldn't have been because I'm not raging. Fucking hell, Fiddy, you're getting ahead of yourself. And that would have been 6 damage, piercing damage for the second attack.
Well done, Fiddy.
Okay. Couple of stabs. This one's looking pretty rough.
And I should have done it beforehand, but I'm going to save it. I won't rage, but I can't do anything else, can I? No, I can't. So yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay. Eyeless, it's your turn.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna move to there because I think I can do what I want to do by doing that.
Yeah, that puts you.
No, I need to move one more. Okay, there. So,
Yep.
okay. What I'm gonna do is drop. Oh, for God's sake, where's he gone? Yeah, I'm gonna drop Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So you've seen it before, sort of Artis will just sort of plant his staff, and it seems to sort of just hold itself in place where it should, and you just hear him start to sort of chant. And then there'll just be sort of this just shine of light that goes out to a range of 30 feet, all around him.
Okay.
So the spell bestows hope and vitality to any number of creatures within range. So I'm going to choose all of my companions. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Okay. I've put a 30-foot radius on you. Doesn't show up super well, but
No, that's
I can see it, which is the important bit here.
So that's
okay.
That's action. Haven't really got anything I can do as a bonus action. So yeah, so that'll be me.
That'll be your turn. Okay, Lack, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move up to here. This one here, what's that symbol on it?
That one means it's been turned. You can see this
Can't
kind
go
of
any nearer to me.
the ones that have been affected by that. You can see these kind of golden discs just spinning in their eyes.
Okay. And the other one down the bottom is surrounded, so I won't bother with that one. Those little worms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're little like leech-like things crawling towards the living beings here.
Okay, I'm going to shoot this one. I take
Yep.
steady aim to get advantage.
Steady aim.
Means I
Doesn't
can't
that require you to not move?
I thought I didn't have to move for the rest of the turn afterwards. Hold on, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, only if you haven't moved during this time. Okay, you're right. I'll just take a normal shot then.
Okay. Roll the attack.
That is a natural 20.
Hey!
Good stuff.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage with sneak attack because it is
Okay, so
engaged by the tentacle.
2 of those.
Are you shooting the turned one or the worm?
The
You're
worm.
shooting the worm.
Yeah. 2 of those.
They're more like leeches.
How many more?
White, slimy, red more on their face.
2
Slightly
more.
stained with blood. Very pretty. This is going to be a fuck ton of damage. Do give me it separately, though.
Oh, okay. So 4 points of piercing damage. No.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. Gotta go back up here. So that's plus 10. So that's 14 points of piercing damage.
14 points of piercing damage.
Plus another 11 points of piercing damage. That's 25.
Okay.
Plus 13 points of poison damage.
Poison damage. Okay. Okay, you let loose the bolt and it pierces through. There's a chunk of damage, but you sense that the venom doesn't seem to be slowing it down any.
Okay.
It's working, but not as much as you would hope.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, excellent. Kirkin, you're up.
So at the moment, there's only 2 enemies on the field, yeah?
There are 7.
So,
There's
I can see, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't scrolled over far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. For my bonus action, could I give Bardic Inspiration to the boss, please?
sure. Finish. You have Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you. What D is that?
D6.
D6.
And you can add it to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, Kirkin.
So, sorry, I was calculating my move there. I'm moving out to that spot, which
Yep.
is the extent of my movement for the moment.
Yeah. If I count that as 30 feet, that's good.
And can't really do anything for the moment. That would
Okay.
be useful, so yeah,
Remember,
that's
you can dash as an action if you wish, giving you an extra
Um,
move.
yeah, okay. I'll do that and I'll get up to Erish.
Okay. Right. It's now the
That's my
zombie.
turn.
Okay. It's now the zombie's turn. So this one is already standing. It's going to turn to Klein as the one that did the most damage to it. And it's going to. It's going to take a couple of swings. It's got this rusty-looking longsword. That is an 18 to hit you, Klein.
Out of my AP.
Okay. That hits. You take 4 points of slashing damage. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep. 23, sorry.
Okay. And the second attack is an 8 to hit you, Klein.
That misses.
Okay. So the other two are going to get up. 5, 10, 15,
Are they going to stand up and
5,
strut their
10,
funky stuff?
50. Yes, they certainly do. Vulcan's turn.
Right. Because he hasn't really been told what to do, he's going to follow his good buddy.
Okay.
and because it seems like a good idea, because these things are, because he's seen the boss's tentacle attack that thing. He thinks it's a good idea to attack it because if Finity's attacking it, then have at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dan did send me what else he got prepared. He will cast Flaming Sphere on top of the
Flaming sphere. Okay. If you give me just one moment, I can do a thing with this. It's a 5-foot sphere, isn't it?
Let me just double check. Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. So you can't take control of this, but if you tell me where you want me to put it, if you ping the square.
I want it sort of directly on top of it.
Okay. Flaming sphere there.
So.
Just gonna go have a look at this so I know what it does.
Yeah.
Second level.
Gotta make a dex saving throw. And it takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
That is at the end of the creature's turn within range of it.
Yeah.
So that'll be on its turn.
Yeah.
Do check for bonus action that it's capable of doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
can I just sort of spawn it there and then sort of move it through spawn it behind it and then move it through that and the worm as the bonus, sort of ram it, or does that only take effect on the second turn after? I'm not really sure. I haven't used this before.
As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage. The sphere stops moving its turn. You can hit one of them, I'll say.
Yeah, I'll ram the zombie.
Okay, you're going to ram the zombie. So it needs to make a dex save.
Oh, shit.
And then against the stuff. Okay. Cool. Thank you for letting me figure that out. That's that one. Dexterity. That's a 14.
I do believe 16. Okay, yep. So it fails.
It fails. Hit me with the damage.
11 points of fire damage.
Very nice. This thing's looking almost. It's almost falling apart. This thing.
Oh. So he's basically just going to sort of stand next to his buddy and sort of nudge Islet and go, "What do you think?"
Okay. Right. So next in the docket, we have quarantine. With me preparing.
So I'm going to turn around and go, where the hell has everybody got? What has Klein licked now?
Okay. Keep
and
going
then
up.
just sort of go chasing after everybody else. Of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Can I see anything clearly from there?
Let's have a look. Can't really see these two. You can see this guy, you can see that guy. It's difficult to kind of see along here, so you can see these two for definite.
Okay, well, I will take aim at this guy here.
Okay.
But I'll just roll out a ray of frost at him.
So it's that one, yeah. Okay, so roll the attack.
25 to hit.
Let's see. Yeah, that hits. Roll the damage.
And that's 7 points of frost damage.
Very
and
nice.
his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Speed reduced by 10 feet. Okay, cool. And I will do that for that. Okay. Anything else from your quarantine?
Nope, that is all for me.
Okay. So it's the worm's turn.
The worm is
The
turned.
worm has turned.
This one's going to move this way towards Eyeless. And it's going to leap up at you and try and latch on.
Oh.
That is a 19 to hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay. It jumps up and catches onto your armor and slides down to the floor in front of you. The other one is going to go this way. Then, actually, no, it's going to go here. Smart enough to tell that that's just a spirit and not a living creature with blood in it. Okay. So, next up, you watch the statues begin to shift and move. They kind of stand and just walk. Away from the situation. They don't seem to be paying any attention to the rest of you fighting. Phineas, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'll bonus action tentacle to attack zombie again.
Okay.
And that rolls 12 to hit.
Does not hit, surprisingly. Wow, okay. Neat.
Some zombies that might hit, but that was a very low roll.
These special zombies.
Your 10 did not tickle.
Then I will. Yeah, I'll have a go. I think that's.
Yeah, you got clean line of sight there.
Yeah. Cool. I will fire a couple of Eldritch blasts at it.
Okay, roll your attack. Do them one at a time for me.
Yeah.
So which one are you attacking there?
The one that's on, got the flaming sphere on it.
Right, okay.
That's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 11 points of force damage.
The blast smashes into it, and the zombie is killed. Oh, actually, no, sorry. I have to do something. Yeah, I don't. That was 11 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
DC is.
Undead Constitution.
Yeah, no, it's dead. It's dead. I've also realised, Ash, for Balkin, dex save from the worm, because it started 5 feet within the thing.
Uh-huh.
Apologies, I just thought of this. But you got a 21 on the dex save.
Still takes half as much damage.
Okay, tell me the damage. I'll let you continue, Phineas.
Okay. Can I redirect my second beam?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was 10, so halve it to 5.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take another step up and have a pop at the little worm.
Okay, roll the attack. The worm. I'm a worm. Run away.
11.
There's a spray of sand as you hit part of the beach.
Yeah, Finn's a little. I did, but I've moved shot. So I'm just going to move up near Lack over there.
Yeah.
Although I assume you're up in the air.
Yeah.
Lack is up in the air. Okay. Is that all from you, Phineas?
That's all from me, but my Fae gets to go
Yeah.
afterwards, and then he's going to give a little giggle, just go, and then it's going to teleport away behind this guy and stab him.
Okay, roll the damage. Oh, roll the attack first, rather.
You're channeling me.
Yeah, Kim's in the room, so I'm feeling anxious.
Kim just is your face spirit.
That's it.
Kim is indeed a tricksy face spirit.
Yeah, I am.
So it's just one attack that uses my thing. Come here.
You don't attack with your thing, do you?
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Excellent. And 8, 3, 4, 14 points of damage total.
Very nice. A big old, a little old stab in the back there from the face spirit.
It also, as it re-emerged from its teleport, it poofed out this smoke and is obscured by it.
Okay. So it's now Pulse's zombie's turn. This one's then going to step up a little bit further. You can see bits of its flesh kind of dropping off as it moves. But it's then going to turn to look at... It's going to turn and look at Klein and kind of raise its hand, and you see kind of like dark, shadowy magic wreathe its hand. It kind of casts out at you. I need to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Ooh. I'll do that at advantage then.
Yes, you can see what's coming.
Yeah. Natural 19 plus some.
Okay. You see the small mote go flying past you, and a beam of black flame hit the sand a foot past you.
It's only a non-natural 20, by the way, just FYI. I thought my dex was higher, but it's not.
That's fine. Okay. Aldris, you're up. Oh, actually, I just realised that one couldn't move there. Rescind that entirely. It actually runs off
Yeah,
to...
because it cannot go anywhere. It has to go away from me.
I mean, in fairness, that's how quarantine. That's how quarantine feels about getting closer to Aldris as well.
Do, you see.
Yeah.
Happens to me a lot. Okay, so with me, or are you still busy doing?
Yes, it's Aldris's turn. Sorry, I forgot that one was turned.
There's a fellow right in front of me, so I shall say hello and just swing my hammer at him.
Okay, roll the attack for me.
Ooh. 16 plus 5. No, 16 plus 4. It's 20, not natural 20.
20, that hits. Roll your damage.
6 plus 1. That's 5 points of damage.
Big old bludgeoning hit. Anything else from Aldris?
Can I attack it with my spear as well?
Are they both light weapons?
They're both simple weapons.
They have to be light for you to be able to use them in 2-weapon fighting.
Then I will not do that.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
See?
Yes. I know exactly how you feel.
Is it a zombie or is it a teenager?
Klein, you're up.
Me in the morning.
Yes.
I didn't think you did mornings, Kim.
How rough is this one next to us?
Pretty rough. It's just been hammered in the face and stabbed a few times.
I'll take a first stab at that then with the trident.
Trident. Okay, roll the attacks.
Which is other screen. 14.
14 hits.
Cool. Oh wow. Minimal damage. 5 damage.
Okay. It's looking real rough now.
I wanna. Yeah, I'll get it again so it's out of Aldris's
Okay.
grill.
Roll the attack.
Oh, natural 20, which seems like a complete
Yay.
fucking waste.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
I rolled a 2, so 4 plus 4 is 8 damage.
Still stand.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to rage now. I should have done that before, but there you go.
Yep. I was sitting there thinking, when's
Yeah.
he going to rage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, eating food and stuff. So, yeah.
I
there you
imagine
go.
Klein's like stab. Fuck's sake, why won't you die? Ah!
I don't think Klein's quite that emotional.
Yeah, and then what he might do is just do.
All right, fuck me, this bugger ain't dying.
Something like
I
that.
don't know what accent that was.
Just do that.
Okay.
And try and be in like the center of all three of
It
those, knowing that
will
one of them is running away.
It will attempt to attack you.
Yep, that's cool.
However, I don't think a 12 hits.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ilas, it's your turn.
Nope, I can't hear Ilas.
Okie dokie. So that little sort of wormy shitbag tried to jump at me, didn't he?
Yeah, tried to jump and bite you, but couldn't get through your metal armor.
So he's just going to look down at his armor and just go, really? And swing the sensor and smash the sensor down on him.
Okay, roll the attack.
Where's my character sheet gone? That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll your damage. And do tell me it. If you've got multiple types of damage, tell me them separately, please.
Yeah, so it does 1d8 of bludgeoning and 1d8 radiant.
Okay.
Max damage. 8 bludgeoning, 8 radiant.
Okay. As you swing down the sensor, you watch as the glittering moonlight that sheds from it just sears into the bloody flesh of this thing. It does not like the radiant damage.
That's what we like to hear.
Anything else, Silas?
So I haven't used this yet. So as part of the because this is a bonus action that I can do with it, you'll hear sort of Wireless speak out the name of Ally Aria, which is the command word to activate the sensor, and you'll just see this thin cloud of incense begin to stream out in a 10-foot radius for 1 minute, and at the start of each of my turns, I and any of the creatures in the incense regain 1d4 hit points, and this property can't be used again until the next dawn, basically.
Okay. I put a 10-foot radius on you there so you can see your sensors.
Yep.
Range, and that'll start on your next turn.
Yep.
So that's your turn then, Iris, yeah?
That is indeed, yes.
Okay, Lack, you're up.
Is that wormy thing still alive?
Yes, it is. It's not looking good, but it's still alive, technically.
I'm going to go over here and do death from above. So
Okay.
down and stab it, and then shoot it. If it's still alive.
Yeah.
So that's an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
So that's that.
Yes, you get sneak attack because Ilas and the tentacle are engaging it.
That and that, and one of them. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13 points of piercing damage, and 1 whole point of necrotic damage.
Okay. You swing, you fly down and stab down. You now have a leech kebab.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Okay. In which case, I'll spin round, and what do I see first? Is that zombie over here, the one with the blue dot on?
Yep. Yeah.
I'll shoot at that instead.
Okay. that one's still a little bit frozen over from Celeste's Quarantine's beam.
Right.
Too many characters with C in the name. Getting confused.
So that's
Yeah, but one's a S and one's a K.
oh, it's only a 14 to hit that one.
That hits.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll do one of them. So that's 5 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage.
Yeah, you fire the bolt in and you can just watch the venom dripping off the wound.
Okay. And then I'll go back in the air and just move back to here. So I'm sort of aerial overview of the boss.
Okay. Kirkin.
Can't hear Kirkin either.
You muted.
Thank you. I was complaining that I really should remember where I am in the scheme of things.
I'll try and remember to say who's next, so it'll be me next, and then Vulcan.
Okay. I'm going to move up to this guy, the blue dog
Okay.
who's just been shot. And I am going to swing at him with my staff.
Okay. Roll your attack with your staff.
I said 20 to hit, non-natural 20.
That does hit. Roll your damage.
Now, one thing I'm confused about here, I have 2 different damage rolls.
Let me have a look.
One will probably be for one-handed or two-handed. Probably.
Likely. Let me have a look. Staff of saplings. Yeah, so the top one is one-handed, the bottom one is two-handed. So I don't... Are you using a shield? No, you're not.
No.
So you can two-hand it if you wish.
Oh yeah, that's 2-handed because that'll look awesome.
I just looked at your inventory. You have three.
Into damage.
You have 4 staffs.
I mean, Kirkin likes
How much-
staffs, obviously.
How much damage was that? Sorry.
That was 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Very nice.
This 7 foot of
Bonk it on the head.
monitor walks up and 2-handed attempts to launch him into space.
Okay. Is that everything?
Kirkin
you
uses
need,
the
Kirkin?
other 3 to make a TP.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, that's it for my turn.
I know
Okay.
what job Kirkin can have on the ship now. Chief of Staff.
Let's all pause just for a minute.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's fantastic. Okay, campaign's over. We're not going to get any better from here.
That was awful.
Inspiration
Well done.
point for that.
Inspiration point.
Yeah, I'm going to give Phineas the inspiration for that, if you haven't already. Okay, it's my turn with Balkan preparing, then Quarantine. So this one is then going to just kind of turn to you, Aldris, and take a swing.
Oops, hello.
That is, let's have a look. That is 21 to hit.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Certainly.
As you take 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, eh? Oh, okay. Constitution, saving throw, 19.
Okay. And it's going to take a second swing.
Very well.
That's a natural 20.
That definitely hits.
You make another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That's slightly lower this time. It's only 6.
Okay. You take 18 points of slashing damage and are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Okie dokie.
As the you can see that these rusty blades are slick with blood still, and as they swing, the blood kind of oozes into your wound. Pretty nasty.
So look at it go. Oh dear. I didn't really want that to happen.
Okay. Right. So that's its turn. This one is going to go straight for Klein because it looks behind it. It just sees this edgy cloud behind it. It's going to go for Klein. That's a 15 to hit you, Klein.
Misses.
and a 16 to hit you.
Misses.
Takes 2 swings, doesn't have any open hill. And then the last one's going to take a couple of swings at Kirkin. That's a 19 to hit you, Kirkin.
Oh, yeah.
You make Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. You take 8 points of slashing damage. And then the second attack is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
You take 4 points of slashing damage with another con save for me, please.
12 on the second one.
Okay. You can feel the blood, the venomous blood trying to sink in, but you throw it off. Okay. Bulkin with quarantine and then me preparing.
Okay, so the big man's just going to sort of lumber forward. How far is his movement? It's 30 feet, isn't it? Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. He's going to wild shape into a crocodile.
Okay.
And then he's going to nom the one in front of him.
Okay.
Right, so it's a bite attack. Let's
just have a look at how large the crocodile is.
It's a large beast.
It's a large beast. Okay. So it's Bulkin's not going to quite fit in that spot as a large beast.
Right, okay.
So I'm happy for him to kind of go around to this side.
Klein sidesteps just to the side one.
Sure. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, so that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Are you attacking the one that's on Kirkin?
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So it's 1d10 plus 2. So that's 9 points of damage from the bite attack.
Okay.
Hit damage, and the target is grappled.
Okay.
So the escape is DC 12, and until this grapple ends, the target is restrained, and the crocodile can't bite another target.
Okay.
So he's currently
Grappled
got
and
that
restrained.
he's locked in his jaws.
Okay, grappled and restrained. Cool. Anything else from Bulkin?
No, that's it.
Okay. Quarantine with me, then Phineas preparing.
I'm going to shuffle over to here and then see that little worm and go, ugh.
They are
That's
looking at these leeches make you feel a little uneasy.
that's revolting. And she'll then cast a second level chromatic orb at it.
Okay, roll the attack.
Doing lightning damage because that's what she knows best.
Okay.
It's 29 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
That's 18 points of lightning damage.
Big old hit there. I found a way to keep the game log, the dice log, locked on my screen here, so it's handy, but still like to have that heard out. Anything else from your quarantine?
I will then just go. Ooh.
Shifting through the air. Is that all?
That is all.
Okay. So it's the leech's turn. This one's going to kind of move up and try and attack Klein, who's the nearest living being. Ooh. That's 20 to hit you, Klein.
Yeah, that does indeed.
Okay. You take quite low. 8 points of necrotic damage as it leaps up and bites into your back and latches on.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'd like you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, that's going to go really well, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
18. Somehow.
18.
Oh.
Okay. You hear like broken words trying to infiltrate your mind from this thing, but you kind of shrug it off and just go, "Nah, I'm just going to keep stabbing this thing, thanks." Okay. Finish. You're up with me, then Aldris preparing.
Okay, so first up, the tentacle is going to watery slither its way along. Just gently sort of brush past the back of Kirkin, and you get left with like a watery brush mark.
Your fur's a little bit damp in that area.
In that area.
Yeah, to it.
And it's going to attack that.
Okay. You have advantage as it is restrained.
Okay, 23.
Yep, that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
And that's 10 points of cold damage.
Moist damage.
Moist
10
damage.
points of moist damage. Very nice. What's next for you? That one's looking very bad now.
I'm going to move along there, and I'm going to give an Eldritch Blast to the worm thing. That seems to be latching.
Okay.
It's attached to me, just FYI, so please don't roll an actual one.
I roll what I roll. Yeah, you're fine. 24.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Max 15 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ew.
Nice.
Sorry.
That's you, Kim, by the way, if you can see the screen. I heard that.
If Klein had any hair on his back, he doesn't anymore.
Yay!
Oh, he's aquadynamic, isn't he? He's all shaved like an Olympic swimmer.
True. Right.
Um,
Your second Eldritch Blast?
That's going to go to the zombie in
Just
front
hit Fiddy again.
of Fiddy.
Just hit Fiddy
Klein,
again.
sorry.
Okay, the one up here.
Another 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that's 12 points of damage.
Very nice. Anything else from you, Phineas?
That's all for me. I should let you know that I've asked Kim to name the Fae.
Right.
She's called Poe.
Okay.
That was the name she gave it. So Phineas
Sorry,
is
can you
all
give me a spelling for that? Hang on.
Poe.
No, the famous Poe, not freaking Teletubby Poe.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, they're both equally famous.
Oh.
I mean, I think she would have gone for the Teletubby Poe spelling because she probably thought of poo and then just shortened it.
I live with a 2-year-old constantly. I talk to his Poe.
Okay. So what's Poe doing?
Can I stay in my fantasy world?
I'm very
please?
sorry.
So Phineas is gonna just like give a whistle. I can't do it, but go, Poe, and just sort of get back over there. And then Poe's gonna go zerp, give me a bit of a side eye, and then zerp back over there. And as it poofs out, as it teleports, the puff of smoke is gonna explode out, but not from Poe, from within 5 feet of Poe, upon and obscuring Aldris.
Okay.
It's all gone dark.
And he's gonna stab.
Okay, roll the attack.
Stab.
Like, it's really fun to stab, isn't it? Boy, I'm
Natural 20. See,
Definitely hits.
Um,
6.
Why am I hearing messages?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Because someone's headphones are leaky.
Maybe.
Could be.
Gonna make a hard assumption that you kill it.
24 points.
Yep, that definitely kills it, and I don't even get to roll because Brit's auto kill.
Yeah.
It's gone.
This guy's good.
Is it a big smear on the floor?
Cool. Then he just gonna Aldrich, you'll probably just hear through this like weird cloud that's suddenly formed around you, just this
That's not creepy at all. Can I see through this cloud?
it's magical darkness.
So no. Okay,
So
cool.
no.
He was protecting you.
I can hear the voices, but I can't see anything.
Oh, that's a worrying sign.
That's pretty much just after an out on the town, isn't it?
That's pretty much a Tuesday.
What, schizophrenic Tuesdays?
Yes. And
Okay.
Thursdays.
And Thursdays.
At least you've got it scheduled in, so you know.
Well, it's you have to get them organised.
That's the best kind of mental illness.
Because that isn't true. Okay, so that is Phineas's turn, I believe. My turn. Aldris, it's your turn. The Klein preparing.
Right. Okay. Don't panic.
I can't.
Right. There was a fellow in front of me, and I could hear giggling.
I like the way this logic is going.
So, I'm going to word of radiance, because I don't know there's nothing there. I think there's still something there. So I'm going to word of
Okay.
radiance 5 feet, so in front of me, where I believe the thing was.
So I believe Word of Radiance is a 5 foot or around you,
Is it? I thought-
within 5 feet of you,
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe.
it is.
Is it basically like a holy nova?
Yes.
Yeah.
Own, isn't it?
And you'll
so-
see just like a brilliant blast of golden coins. Just
Each creature of your choice that you can see within range.
That's the ones. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Then. Yeah, everything's can see. Right. Okay. In that case, I'm going to step back and up there. Actually, as soon as I
Alright.
come out of that radiance, I'm assuming that radiance is just stays there, does it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
assume so.
Okay, so I can see that. It's all a bit horrific over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will. Step there and step through.
Okay. See this little worm on the back of Klein.
Okay, I will word of radiance. That one, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Constitution, you say, yeah?
Yeah, 15.
7.
7. Ooh, 26. That's 8 points of radiant damage. Which, you know, all these gold coins just pour out of my hands and scatter amongst the thing.
It shrivels a bit in kind of reaction to the magic, not liking the gold that's striking it.
Fiddy's worm is shriveling, is that what you're trying to say?
It is, yes.
Correct.
I've shriveled your worm, mate.
Klein, why are we using names, real names now?
Anything else, Aldous?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Klein, you're up. Isla's preparing.
How's this undead dickhead in front of me looking?
Pretty rough.
I will take a swipe at him.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Yay!
That definitely hits. You've been on fire tonight, Fiddy.
So.
Because it's got worms.
It's got bam worms.
Are they itchy?
Oh shit for the damage though. So 2, 4, 8 plus 2 because I'm raging, so 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage.
Yeah,
Are you stabbing the zombie in front of you?
yeah. I'm assuming it's still up.
Yep, still standing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take another swipe at him. Yeah, that is that. That's only 13 that time.
That hits.
Oh bloody hell! For 7 points, 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage.
Is it still there?
As you stab, it kind of collapses to the ground, dead.
Okay, so I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Basically going to turn around so I'm facing bulking. And Klein's basically going to run backwards at this fucking pillar to try and squish his sting on his back.
Okay.
Nice.
Prepare for ramming speed.
Okay.
Crushing damage. Nice.
Make a strength check for me, please.
Okay. Come on, dice.
Are you? Would you get advantage because you're raging?
I mean, I've potentially I rolled a natural 19 on the first one. Let's go for a second one, which was a natural 18. So yeah, strength check. So it's just my strength modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 22.
22. Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
2.
2. Okay. You run into the back of this pillar. You don't take any damage, but you feel it detach and land on the sand, kind of
Nice.
by the pillar.
Okay, cool. So that would be. And after I do that, I'm going to then move back to bulking and do that. And that's
Okay.
pretty much everything I can do.
Right.
Yes.
Iris, to your turn with Lack preparing, please.
Okay, so what I am going to do is move to there. So presumably I've just seen Klein do this.
Yeah, I'd say you can just about see it over the large alligator. He's quite squat and low to the ground.
So seeing this, Iris is just going to summon sort of a ball of moonlight and form it into sort of an arrow and then throw it. And it's going to cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
6, no, plus 9. 17 to hit.
17. That is this against the para, the light leech, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
4d6 radiant damage. That's 4, 8, 11, 13.
Aldrich, you're no longer poisoned.
All right.
13 points of radiant damage.
Sorry, 13. You said.
13, yes.
Yeah, 26. I thought you definitely said that. Yep. You watch the leech just kind of dissolves from the glittering moonlight that strikes it.
So,
Very nice.
5, 10, 15. Is there anything else I can do? No, so that was my action. I don't. Yeah, that's. pretty much it.
Start of your turn. Were you standing there at the start of your turn, or did you move?
I moved
Where were you at the start of your turn?
there.
Okay, so yeah, Lax about 20 foot up. So
Yeah, I'm up in the air, so it wouldn't get me.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
it doesn't affect anyone. That's fine. Okay, cool. Anything else from you, Alice?
No, that's it.
Okay. Lack, you're up with Kirkin preparing, please.
Okay, I'm going to fly over here and do death from above. I'll be on top of its head, not behind it. Or no, actually behind it.
Well, it's currently in half in the jaws of Balkin, the crocodile.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'm still going to try and stab whatever bit.
You can still hit it.
Yeah,
You can still hit it. And your attack has advantage because it's restrained by Balkin's bite.
even better.
We call him a snapping turtle.
So, stabby stab with advantage. Lovely. That's 22 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage. Tell me it all is one.
4 sneak attack. All as one. Okay.
All is one number, please.
Okay. So that's 6, 10, 20, 25 points of damage.
I don't know why I even rolled it. Didn't make it. Lack, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I'll say his head's sticking my way, and I just stick the onyx dagger through an eyeball and straight through its brain.
She goes limp from the dagger.
And then I'll pull the dagger out, fly back up in the air, and look for any other aggressive target that I can see.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I
I'll say we come
Sorry.
out of initiative,
Right.
and you can make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. That's a 17.
17. Okay. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get this right.
Aldris, you feel a little on your back.
Yes, Captain.
Was not from me.
Oh, hello.
The little fake creatures.
Like, you kind of look out, and just under the water, climbing over the rocks, you see that last zombie just kind of fleeing away.
Captain.
Still, it's a good 100 feet out now.
So it's still going.
It's still going and still
Okay, I'll
running.
just discount that, and I'll just keep an eye out,
That
ready
one
to shoot something if I
that
see
ran
anything.
away. Sorry. That one that ran away might come back.
Whereabouts is it running? Which in?
It went that way.
It's run off the bottom right corner.
Okay. Okay, got you. Just for shits and giggles, because Klein's never used it before. I don't think he has. I can't remember. But you'll see him pull out his hand
What?
mortar
Okay.
and just take a shot at it.
I think it might be a bit out of range of the hand mortar.
Yeah, I'll roll at disadvantage for sure.
It's a good over 100 feet away.
Yes, sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at my javelin, not the hand mortar. Yes.
So we'll come out of initiative now.
Aldris, after you feel that tap and you turn around, he just goes and then disappears right in front of you as you're suddenly obscured by smoke again.
It's all gone dark again. This is very strange.
Little
quite
fey
nice.
trickster being a nuisance.
So I'll just stand
So-
there for a while.
Everything goes quiet once again as all of the zombies are dispatched. Those two stone golems are still stood there either side of this bridge, just kind of staring out into the distance, not looking at you at the moment.
I will cast Detect Magic again and do a walk around.
Okay, I'll pop that aura on you. I worked out you would have lost it as you did your ritual, because I believe rituals take
Yeah, 10 minutes plus a minute.
and they also take your concentration to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
So Eyeless is going to leave Balkin to enjoy his form for a while because why not? And come and check over in this building over yonder.
Yeah. You kind of step in and you see a couple of broken weapons on the floor and a chest, but we'll take a quick break before we get into all of that, as I've just noticed it's 9 o'clock. So,
Cool.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll be right back after this little break. Welcome back. Things have got exciting and then calm. And then exciting and then calm. Take it away,
Yeah.
Pirate Master Jade.
Okay, so after the fight, it's all kind of quietened down. I can see that Ilas and Phineas have entered this building here.
Yarp.
So you can see what is in there. It's these old, large marble bricked walls and what looks like a wooden chest that's a bit worse for wear. You see holes inside of it and see something glittering inside.
Captain, do you think the lack would be able to? Is this locked by any chance? Just before I make myself look like it.
You can give it a go.
Yeah, why not?
You go to lift it and the lid just kind of snaps in half and you're just holding the front half of the lid on with the latch and the other half's just kind of sitting there slightly rotten.
On second thoughts, maybe we don't need lack.
It appears to be open.
Yeah. So can we sort of have a look at what's in
Yeah.
inside?
You have a look inside and you see a collection of small gemstones, a cloak, and what looks like some kind of like what's the word? Gorget kind of thing, made of brass, necklace thing.
Talk.
Okay.
Talk. That's probably the words. I don't know names of jewelry.
Names.
So Iris will pull out. I've just nearly catapulted all of my dice on the floor.
Oops.
Yeah, so Iris will pull out the cloak and the talk. There's also some small gemstones in there.
Worth taking those.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hang on to these for now?
Meanwhile, I'm going do 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 do.
Yeah. So you
Is
pick
there
up
anything magical?
as you walk past. You pick up a couple of pings in this building. For your notes reference, you've got the cloak, you've got the necklace, and you've got. I rolled this earlier. You've got 4 citrines, which are kind of yellowy brown.
Yep.
1 chrysoprase, which is green.
Yep.
2 sardonyx, which are kind of red and black bands on the
Yep.
gem. 3 jasper, which is kind of a reddish clay brown. 1 moonstone, the glittery silver, and 2 pieces of rose quartz. All small gemstones, similar sizes, as well as the cloak and the fork.
Klein's where he is and just kind of looking at those 2 statues, what moved and got up. Is there anything familiar about them? Like, if we've seen any of this work before, or
Make
have I?
a history check.
Oh,
You're kind of looking at the stonework.
Jay, you absolute legend. A history check, and I'm good at history. Thank you.
No, it had to happen finally, didn't it?
What is it? It's a +4. Fucking hell, no, 13. Jesus Christ, math there, Fiddy.
13. You're not exactly sure. You've not seen stonework like this before, but based on the buildings you've seen, looks like giant architecture. So this stuff is real fucking old. Quarantine, Aldris, the 2 of you heading into the building at the bottom?
First mate, it's probably not a good idea for only one person to go off alone. I'll come with you if you want.
Great.
And you can see that Aldris is looking even more horrific than he normally does.
Aldris is not looking well.
By all means, Aldris.
Well, somebody's got to help you out and protect you, haven't they?
As you step in to this room, Quarantine, you can see 2 items one on each of these racks. There's a collection of broken and old rusted weapons on the ground, but you can see what looks like a very thin, lightweight rapier and a large, bulky, stone-headed great axe on the racks, and they're both kind of glowing with enhancement magic.
Does somebody who's a little bit stronger than Audris or I want to come over here?
I'm incredibly strong. I don't know what you mean.
Well, not really, because I quite look at these
Yeah.
giant statues.
You'll
Fine,
just
as
see
you-
a massive crocodile just basically just lumber over.
Klein, as you step forwards, the two golems kind of shift and look at you, and
Yeah,
both hold out their hands to you,
Yeah,
telling you
I
to stop.
yeah, I've got when you got round to it, I was going to say I've gone up to it with all weaponry holstered,
Yeah.
and everything, and with the hands, I'll be like, right, hello, can we pass?
They're just standing there with these glowing kind of orangey eyes, staring at you, holding out their hands.
I go to hold out my hand.
They remain kind of with their hands outstretched, trying to block your passage.
Klein, you're suddenly engulfed in a plume of thick smoke that you can't see through.
I'm going to, as carefully as I can, considering it probably weighs as much as I do, try and get the, was it a great axe, did you say?
Yes. This thing's mentally heavy because the head of the axe is carved from stone.
And sort of drag it towards the crocodile Balkin and just sort of take this to Klein or
Oh.
Kirkin.
Balkan kind of
Falcon
Rest-
basically just opens his mouth.
I'll do my best to sort of drag the handle
I
on
will
between his
assist.
teeth.
And the best picks up the great axe and then waddles off.
yeah.
It's magical. And then I'll
Was-
also pick up the rapier as well.
Okay.
Was that you guys? What? I can't say anything now. Was that you two?
Fades after a couple of seconds.
Oh,
You hear giggling.
I back off again just to see if their hands go down.
As you back off, they kind of lower their hands and return to their vigil.
That's a bit weird, Captain. They don't want us to go through there.
Let's just let Balkin have his fun, so he'll sort of give two sort of short peeps on the little whistle.
Okay. Balkan shrinks down and then his head kind of droops as he's kind of holding this axe shaft in his mouth. And he's a bit confused on what to do because he's being pulled down by this axe.
So Eyeless will sort of brace it. Grab it with your hands.
He'll slowly figure it out and carry it for now.
I'll do
I
a
assume
quick
Balkan's strong
walk
enough.
around in the room to see if there's anything
Balkan.
else that's not magical that might be
Yeah, Balkan's
valuable.
strong enough. You kind of wander around. Everything here is broken, rusted. There's not really much to find outside of those two that you found.
I will check
What I
out
will say,
the
Did you
other
pick up-
places as well.
you pick up a couple more pings from Eyeless and what he's currently carrying.
Did you find something, Eyeless?
Yes, there's a cloak, a torque, and some gems. I'm gonna keep hold of them for now. Go.
May I just have a look? I believe that they are magical in some way. I'd just like to confirm that if that's okay.
Oh, I mean, are we stopping now, or are we carrying on?
No. I just want to confirm if they are the magical things that I'm sensing.
As you look at them, yeah, you can see a strong sense of abjuration from the cloak and transmutation from the
Talk.
can you talk the talk?
Suddenly, poof!
PM.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. What's your question, Klein?
Yeah, so I just rolled a straight a d20 just for an intelligence check for Klein.
Yeah.
Knowing that this looks like giant work, would Klein, with the intelligence check, I rolled it to see like if he would potentially know what languages like giants would have talked. That's really bad English. Sorry, guys. Spoken. Other than obviously like giant, with them being ancient.
Giant and giant.
Okay.
Okay. Almost immediately, as Poe suddenly appears here, I need Poe to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I'm assuming I get a whiff of magic when I get close to these guys.
Yes, there's some strong abjuration. There's a strong mix of magics in them.
Poe gets a 16.
16. Poe's movement suddenly turns sluggish as it's slowed, and the golems start walking towards it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, just
Uh, 2 attacks, a 26 and a natural 20 to hit Poe.
Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
No.
Can I teleport away?
This is in a single attack. This is a single turn as Poe teleports there. 14, 16, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
I should have said that he puffed the smoke around him as he teleported, but I did not.
Yeah.
So good go.
13.
There's gonna be a different puff of smoke in a minute, I think.
Pogo poof.
And 32 points of bludgeoning damage, all magical. So these two basically just slap Poe.
Poe goes back to the stable.
And they then turn, look at the rest of you, and then walk back to their positions and resume their...
Okay, well, that was a good test, I suppose. Thank you.
Have I
Poe?
seen anything like this before?
Make a history check.
I have
And
to
then
ask
make
it at
a
least
memory. Yeah, and then make a memory check.
once. It's not too bad, actually, for a change. History. Oh, I get +2, so that's 17.
17.
Yeah.
You vaguely remember... Yeah. You vaguely recall seeing something like this. You don't remember where, but you remember talking to people about... You just hear some random voice from your memory say, well, they've been asking for our magical expertise for these golem ideas they've had. And then it kind of, you snap out of it from them. You have seen these before.
I've seen
You
these
saw that.
before, Captain.
Okay, what can you tell us?
They're magical constructs, golems, if you will. And I think
Right.
I seem to recall somebody asking or telling me about magical assistance being lent to make them. But I'm not sure who it was. But they're probably very dangerous.
Yes, well,
We should definitely recruit them.
The PM, the blue dead body near those rocks, near the golems,
Yes.
is
That was
that
one of the zombies.
that was one of the zombies? Okay, cool.
They've kind of scattered about, and I will say this body is nowhere to be found as it's run off into the sea.
so do we think that these magical seals that we've seen are connected to the golems?
I mean, it's
That's my
entirely possible.
Can I get an idea of that based on what I've sensed from the seal, based
Make-
on what I'm sensing from these
make-
guys?
An Arcana check for me, please.
Ugh, 11.
I'll say with advantage because you've got detect magic and you've been looking at these things for a moment.
Ugh, 11.
You're not sure. There's kind of a mixture of magics going on with the golems, it seems. So you're not
Possible?
certain.
Without seeing more seals, I can't say for certain.
Ilis and Vulcan, as you guys walk along, you see another
Yeah.
blue glow from under the water
Right.
on the
So
beach there.
having seen that, Iris is going to sort of move over and have a look. Captain,
Hmm?
there's another one of those glowing blue circles out here, just in the shallows.
I guess that's my cue then.
Get it, soldier. Drop, drop.
Whilst they're all moving over towards there,
Again, strong abjuration magic from this.
It's the same as the other one.
Yeah.
Exactly
And
the
again,
same.
yeah, exactly the same. And again, you're picking up that evocation elemental magic from these blue circles.
It feels the same as the other one.
Could I
It's
just
the
go?
same as the blue circles. Did you?
No, the blue circles are the same as the other ones you've seen. That strong primordial evocation magic.
Okay.
Phineas?
Yeah, I'm just going to get in the water. I assume it's not very deep, but
It's a couple of feet deep. The beach just sunk down here a little.
I'm going to fully get my head under because I can breathe and see well underwater and just have a good look at this thing.
Yeah.
Have a proper look around the rooms and
Make an Arcana check for me, please.
colour.
What? Ooh.
14.
It certainly looks like some magic runes. They're
Yes.
barely holding it together from the state of this thing, but yeah, and probably abjuration. And Quarantine said they were.
Perhaps if I got closer to the golems and somebody was to try and destroy one of these circles, I can see if there's any effect on the golems.
I mean, with your consent, Captain, I can try and dispel the magic on these circles. Well, I can do it once,
Okay.
and perhaps breaking one of them might stop part of
Well,
spell.
that's my thinking. We break the seals, we break the spell that keeps the golems going.
Whilst they're off doing that,
yes.
Mr. Klein,
Aldous,
do you think if I went and dispelled one of the seals, that would be a good thing to do or a bad thing to do? I'm undecided.
I don't know a
take
lot
your
about
advice.
magic. I don't really know a lot about magic. So I would say it's a 50-50.
That's a very good plan. I'll take a
But
coin out
I'm
of my
gonna-
pocket and just flick it up in the air.
But I'm going to try something myself as well. And whilst you're flicking the coin up, Klein passes you his trident and says, "Just look after that for me, can you please?"
Of
And
course.
he's going to take off all weaponry and armor from him,
Okay.
and again walk to the golems
Okay.
and see if they do
Fine.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Do they?
They hold out their hands, motioning for you to stop.
They definitely don't know what's coming through here, Aldous.
So I see. I think we should go and dispel things.
Well, that didn't work, so hopefully yours does. And I'll take
Ah.
more stuff and put it back on.
Quarantine, you've
Okay.
come back. Is there
What are you up to, Kirkin? I just want to check here.
Can we shout across at each other? Are we close enough?
Yeah, yeah.
Lack, have you approached the golems?
I have not. My job is to guard the boss.
Well, Captain, perhaps the golems might react better to lack given the statues we have found here.
You can see more of those statues dotted around.
To answer your question, Aldris, I think that Iris is going to attempt to dispel the circle that we found under the water. Well, he found under the water there.
Right, okay.
To see if it has any effect on these golems.
Absolutely, then. I will await further instruction.
Probably wise.
Do you want me to try, Captain?
Seems like a good idea, actually. Yes.
Okay.
Of course, they
just
will
go
react as they
find
have
one.
to find.
Yes.
I'll fly over to here and see how they react to me.
They don't seem to be noticing you at the moment.
Okay. I'll fly a bit closer forward.
They instinctively move, look at you, and then kind of stand to attention.
Oh, cool. I'll just fly through the middle of them.
Yeah.
Up to
Then
the...
they strike.
As you do that, this one kind of turns and watches you, whilst the other one watches out forwards.
So is there a door here?
No, it's just a solid stone wall. What's your passive perception? Let's have a look.
Sorry, say again?
What's your passive perception? You can see a faint shimmer of magic across the stone, though.
Okay. I will cast Detect Magic.
Sure.
First time I've done that. So I can.
As you kind of let out, you just sense a really intense abjuration magic going around the walls of this stone cube sitting in the water.
Okay.
It stretches down into the ground, it stretches up and onto the roof.
Remind me what abjuration magic is again?
Protective, shielding magic.
Right, okay. I'll go up to the doorway that I detected, and I'll just...
There's no doorway, it's all just...
Oh, I see. I thought you said I should...
It's basically, from what you can tell, it's a large stone cube with abjuration magic all the way around it.
Okay, can I just go up to it and put my hand on it?
Okay, you go to, and your hand kind of doesn't quite reach the stone. It touches this magical barrier. You're not able to push your hand through it.
Okay. Can I do a fly around the whole building and see if there's any entry points, including the ceiling? The
Make
roof.
an investigation check.
Investigation.
Jay,
Yeah.
on our walkabouts around this area, now, how many statues have we seen of Lax kind?
Several. So you see this one here. You see that? I mean, that's one of the statues. And these ones are the statues, but in a completely broken and tattered state.
I got a
You
5.
can see them about 5.
My dice are filled.
Magic all the way around. You don't see any way into this or out.
So I'll fly back over to Captain.
Okay.
And report, Captain. They seem to not react to me, but there is no way into this thing, this building. It is surrounded by protective magic.
As you kind of fly over to the rune, Black, the magical sense you're getting from the runestone is the same as the one you saw around the stone cube.
Ah, but the magic on that stone is the same. Maybe I need to stand on this stone or touch this stone or something. I do not know.
What if we use the statues what are about of Lax kind? What if they're to do with it?
And I can't sense any magic from them.
But then there's no magic one from Lack, is there?
Black is slightly magical.
Are you saying we just hold a statue and try to walk past the golems?
Well, either that or the statues are here to be put somewhere for us
Like
to go
concealed.
through. Right.
Can I just hover over this one here and just like land on it and see if anything happens?
You land on it. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Try
Shall I read
speaking
what
to
it's
it, Lack.
Say that again, Kurgan.
Try speaking to it.
What would you like me to say?
Perhaps order it to stand down.
I do want to check that none of you can read and understand Giant, by the way.
No.
Well,
No.
I don't think so.
Feeling a bit foolish, I will turn to this big piece of stone and say, stand down.
To the rune, or
The rune, yeah.
nothing seems
To
to
the
happen?
rune or the giant?
I was standing
Eyeless,
on a rune at the time.
Oh, right, sorry.
Eyeless, can you
I
magically
meant the
deactivate?
statue.
Yes, of course. So Eyeless will just sort of begin and sort of start to try and dispel the magic on the
Okay. What level are you casting that at?
the highest level I can cast it, which is 3rd.
Okay. You make it a bit spellcasting ability check for me,
Go up
please.
in the air and get out of the way.
Yep. Can I guide myself for this?
I'll say you can do as you're expecting it, as you're casting the spell magic.
Okay, so that's 16 on there, 2 on there, so that's 18. I just add my wisdom to it, don't I?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah. The rune goes dim. Quarantine, are you watching the golems and the bridge?
Yeah.
Make a perception check, one, please. As you're watching.
23.
Okay. As you're kind of watching, your eyes are drawn to the stone wall behind the golems, and you watch this barrier appear and kind of shimmer as though it's fading, and then barely hold on.
It's not affected the golems, but it's affected whatever's behind them.
Right, let's deactivate the last one then. The last one that we found, at least.
I will.
It feels like it's barely holding on, so.
Let them.
Got a question for you, Quarantine.
Yes, Klein.
You know when we got onto this little island and we were coming through here,
Yes.
those little pools of water, what you said don't go to and don't lick, right?
Yes.
What magic did you say they were?
Evocation, I think.
Primordial evocation.
Primordial evocation. They're, from what I can gather, I think they are sentient, or in layman's terms, alive.
Oh, right, okay. And then you'll see Klein move over to this one.
Klein!
And drink it. Go on, drink it.
No, just look
Before
over.
you do anything, Klein,
Piss
hold
in
on.
it.
Hold on, I've got it here somewhere.
Mr. Aldris,
I forgot that Klein
Yes.
was in this party.
are you able to dispel magic?
You know, I think I probably am.
Klein, does 24 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as these watery tentacles kind of rise up out of the water and grab hold of you.
Okay. Can I just? I'm not going to hit it or anything. Can I just? And in primordial, by the way.
You're grappled, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool. In primordial, I'm just going to go. That's not very nice, is it? Can you stop that, please?
Make a persuasion check.
Mr. Aldris, I've dispelled one of the circles, but I don't have enough to dispel the other one. So
Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
yes, obviously, if you're able to do it, we may need you.
Right.
18.
Sorry, what was the question?
18. Okay, the kind of watery tendrils retract and it kind of forms into this kind of like single kind of tendril and just kind of looks at you and kind
Hello.
of shakes its head and then sinks back into the water.
Captain, Are we dispelling the other circle? I take it.
Yes, please.
Aldris, can you dispel the other circle? I don't have enough.
Dispel the other circle, certainly.
Yes.
We should walk over here. No, wrong one. Sorry. Said the other one, and I was talking about that one, and I got very confused.
Yes. Sorry, my mistake.
No, I'm sure you're perfectly okay. Probably.
Casting Dispel Magic.
Sure, why not?
Okay, make. I assume it's at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Make a spellcasting ability check, please.
As he walks past, Eyeless would have tapped him and sort of cast guidance.
Cool.
Okay. Give guidance.
I was just about to say I'll guide myself, but yeah, that's cool. I'll take the guidance. So, 3 on the D4, 13 there, so that's 16 plus modifier is 4, that's 20.
Okay.
Non-natural.
You dispel the rune, and as those of you that are now watching it, you watch the barrier kind of flicker and shimmer and blink, but it's still holding.
Did
Only
it work
just.
at all?
Yes and no. It
Right.
flickered, but it's not completely off. There must be another seal somewhere on this
Yes,
island.
there was one where we came in. Wasn't
No,
there?
that one was completely inert.
Yes, this one was dead of magic. It was completely gone.
Just FYI, those little paws, they've got like these little primordial tendrils in. They're quite nice. Gave me a hug. I asked it to let me go, and it did, Captain.
Very, very good.
Can I fly again towards these 2 guards and say to them, "Where is the other seal?"
Hold on 1 second. What language are you saying that to them?
I'll say it in my own language.
Okay.
Lachian.
Lachian, yes. No, Zopteran.
You say it in lots of Zopteran. They kind of look to you as though understanding you. And the one on the right kind of slowly turns to the large kind of mound of rocks in this direction.
What, north?
Yes.
Up. Right. There is one more seal, it seems, over by the rocks.
Is anyone able to dispel a 3rd if we need to?
Captain, I think with the state of the first rune, perhaps even if we don't have the magic, perhaps we can break it.
That was my final gambit.
I think I can break it.
I shall wreck
I
a
can
captain.
dispel it, Captain.
Yes. Sorry, Kirkin, you say you can dispel it?
I can.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yes, Jack, if you could fly north and east and have a look, see if you can find it.
I
I'll
could certainly do another one if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
I can see.
As you kind of fly over Lac, you see the ruins of a tower, stonework different to the rest of the buildings. You can see another rune, again glowing with abjuration magic, and there's lots of little points of magic throughout here that are shouting.
I'll call back, say, yes, it's here in a broken tower.
And I'll say that your detect magic is probably starting to fade with all of the investigating you've been doing.
Okay, so all these little points of magic, I'll go and find out what they are.
As you kind of look around, you can see there's a large rod and a large book on the desk, and about 10 different little books scattered around the tower.
Okay.
There also seems to be a strange magical signal coming from underneath this rock as well.
Okay. So I'll gather up all those before my detect magic disappears. I'll gather up all those and just put them on a pile on the floor.
Okay. As soon as you touch one of the books, does a 20 hit you, Lac?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 6 points of force damage as the book flips open and a blast of magic slams into you.
Okay.
And all of the other books start to kind of flip open and start to rise into the air. What do you do?
I will vacate the room.
Okay. You fly
As-
away.
As I start walking past this pool, I'll be like, "Hello, having a good day," and like carry on.
Making some new friends, Mr. Klein.
You have
They're quite nice
sincerely
tentacles.
confused.
Is
Yeah. Can you show me where you're flying to, Lack?
Oh yeah, I would have just flown out of the room and sort of above the rocks here.
is there any sort of passage through or an easy route over the rocks?
The part of the rocks, it seems like there's been a bit of a collapse, and there should be a path here, but the rocks have kind of collapsed in on themselves.
Can it be climbed over?
Probably.
That strange magical blip in that pile of rocks, was that outside the tower or inside the tower?
It was underneath the wall. I will mark it for you.
Okay, so what I'd do is fly around the outside and see if I could see a way to get at it from outside.
As you kind of hover, you can see the books seem to be following your movement, even though you're keeping your distance.
Okay. Then I'll come back round here for when they get up here and warn whoever
Make
comes.
me an athletics check, please, Phineas.
Athletics. 18.
18. You're perfectly fine climbing over the rocks. You can climb up onto these sections of rock as well if you wish. The rest of you, if you're climbing over, can make athletics checks.
Before I do that, I'll just go to this other pool, what I can see around here, and then again, play Morley will be like, "Hello, Mr. Tentacle. You two have a good day."
You see the little face kind of pop up and look at you quizzically and then sink back in.
14
Captain.
athletics.
I assume Balkin and Kirkin are keeping up.
Yeah.
I'm just listening
Yep, just meant to do
to
that.
Klein and rolling my eyes.
Captain.
Sorry, how much is that athletics?
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you can make over the rocks perfectly fine.
Captain, they say knowledge is power. Well, the books in here hurt. So be
Okay.
careful.
I'm just gonna, because I presume I can see through that doorway to the seal from here.
The wall is only like a couple of feet up, and the books are kind of swarming around, just kind of watching you at the moment.
Okay, but I can see the seal from here.
Yes, you can see the seal.
I'm just gonna acknowledge or give acknowledgement to Lack, and then just turn and cast Shatter on the seal.
No.
Okay. Can I have athletics checks from Kirkin and Klein?
Yep, mine was 17.
Yep, you're fine. And
And I got 14.
yep, you're fine. What's the radius of shatter for me?
It's 60 range, 10-foot area,
Get rid of the detect magics for now.
10-foot sphere. So
10-foot sphere.
Oh,
Yeah, mine's gone.
Could somebody give me a hand up, please?
I'll
Certainly.
lean over to where I am and hold a hand over.
Arliss is going to shout back down to Barkin to.
Sorry, how much was that? Phineas?
damage.
The radius, sorry.
The radius was 10 foot.
10 foot, okay. Centered on the room.
Seal.
Yeah.
Seal. Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll roll initiative and then we'll we'll do the shatter and then we'll pick this up pick this up next week. So if I get you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Again.
Oh, is it easier if we roll initiative on the D&D Beyond?
It
So
is,
it's
because it
saving, yeah.
automatically puts it in for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Worse.
What a... Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I was about to say, this is why I don't use D&D Beyond. But I didn't have to.
This is exactly why I don't do D&D Beyond. I rolled 12 on my dice and 8 on the D&D Beyond.
You'll have to roll manually for Balkan, or I can actually do it. Hang on.
Natural 20 for Balkin for 22.
Okay, I'll take that one. Okay. This is just so that I can have the stats ready. So, Shatter. Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yes. At disadvantage because it's stone.
Yes, for the runestone. So I'll do that first, and I'll do all the books afterwards. Disadvantage. That's 10.
Fail.
Roll the damage, and I'll start doing the books. What's your DC?
16.
Okay.
It was 20 damage.
Okay. The rune is pretty badly damaged, but not completely dormant. The DC 16. So their con. This one passes, gets a 16. This one,
Damage or full none damage?
I don't know, but we'll roll them all. This one fails with a 5. This one fails with a 6. This one fails with an 8. And this one fails with a 2. And I'm going to be retiring that die for now. So, how much damage?
20 damage. Nice and easy.
20 damage. Okay.
Half damage on a success.
I mean, if you could carry on using that die for any attacks you use against us, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a half on a fail, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then C.
I was hoping that we
Destroyed.
could turn up, go,
E.
and then just leave.
Destroyed. J. Destroyed. As you send out this shatter, you watch the larger book. A beam of magic flies over to one of them and kind of shields it from your magic, preventing any damage. And then the barrier shimmers away. And unless you guys want to continue, it is 10 o'clock. That's where we'll finish. We go into the fight. The top of the round being Vulcan.
Super duper.
Quarantine, did you want to move up to where I am? Because I helped you up on the rock.
If that's okay with the PM.
Yeah, I said if I'd have got up, I'd have helped anybody up what needed help getting up.
Well,
What I'll say is when you guys are on the rocks, it'll be difficult terrain. I'll make a note of that.
PM, can you, because you've got access to Balkan's sheet, could you mark off a second level spell and one charge of wild shape?
Wild shape. Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Cool.
Gonna need to take a short rest after this. I'm tapped of spells.
Ah,
I've used all 2 of them.
Warlocks.
All 2 of them. Oh no.
I've still got a few. We're all good.
Yeah.
I haven't got very many
There we
health
go.
points left, but you know, magic
I've
is
still
not a
got-
problem.
Still got a tentacle to use, I think.
Actually, what I did forget is we actually had 2 turns where Aldrich finished within. Actually, no, we didn't. No, we didn't.
No.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
Okay.
I was just going to say, would I have done? Because I was in the center.
Kind of.
I don't think you would have done.
To backtrack right now, I think.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
really good
I
fun.
hope you all enjoyed that.
We certainly did.
Yeah.
So, quick
We'll
question:
be-
do we level up?
No?
What we did
What-
on that?
What
We
you
did a
do
big
need,
fight.
what you do need to remember is Aldrich next week, though. By the way,
Yeah.
is that the magical stone rock had to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, so you need to insight it to see if it's alive or not.
Okay. I will try.
Of course, that's the point. I don't know if we'll be playing next week. No, we are playing here because no, I'm getting myself confused because people aren't here on the weekend, but today's Tuesday.
Today's
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I don't think I'm going to Lay Festival, so I should be here.
So, just before we all disappear off for the night, thank you very much for watching. We all enjoyed playing. Thank you, Pirate Master, for pirate mastering. And
Yeah.
we will be back here, of course, next Tuesday for episode 8. That's like that many. Wow. Of the Elusive Tide. So we will see you all very soon. Bye.